Hey everybody, I am back. I wanted to do this yesterday, but since I'm planning on doing my next movie reviews today, figure I'll just do it here. I will be reacting to the live action Lilo and Stitch movie that's supposed to be coming out later this year. So they still rolling with the live action Disney remakes. Well, at the very least, unlike Moana, Lilo and Stitch has been more than well over a decade old, probably going on 20 years. So, I guess I'll give it that. But we'll check it out. But before I continue, please do me a huge favor and sub to the channel. If you're watching this on YouTube, I'm 6 subs away from 500. And once I hit 500, what I'll do is I don't know if I'll do like a 24-hour stream, but something close to it. Maybe, 8 to 10 hours of playing Marvel Rivals. In like a celebration. That's probably something I'll be doing, and you guys can pop in and ask questions or whatever the case may be. But anyway, yeah, and follow me in the other links in the description, like my Twitch, Twitter, etc. But let's check out the Lilo and Stitch trailer.
We have apprehended a dangerous experiment. Where is he?
He escaped.
He is trying to find the police cruisers.
He took the red one.
What hideous planet is caught in your crosshairs?
Shooting star! I wish for a friend. Like a best friend.
What the hell?
He's so cute and fluffy.
He is your responsibility. Got it.
We promise.
Yeah.
Get down from there.
Look like an angel.
No. Control him. Hey, what are you doing? No. Dogs on the table.
You sure that's a dog?
Yeah.
Rough.
Ew. We are not keeping this thing.
Ohana means family. Family means nobody gets left behind.
Or forgotten.
Stitch bad.
Sometimes family isn't perfect. That doesn't mean they aren't good. That was close. I don't think you're supposed to drink that.
Agent Cobra Bubbles, we have a blue dog to catch.
No, wait.
No. I'm gonna give you to the count of 3, Stitch. 1.
May 23rd. Yeah. Okay. This goes against everything that I talk about when it comes to these remakes, but this one actually looks pretty doggone dope. Cause the way they got Stitch looking is very spot on. It kind of reminds me of the Pokemon and Detective Pikachu, how spot on they looked. This one is really good. and who they had play as Lilo, I'm pretty sure it's Mia Kalua. Pretty good for Lilo. Now, from what I've heard from criticisms, like the slightest nitpicks is like who they got play as Nani, and that guy that's had like a thing for her. Forgot his name. I don't know. Nani doesn't have the cakes. People remember Nani with the fatty, the fatty boombalatti. And it's kind of like, you mean to tell me you could not find a Hawaiian actress with a butt? It doesn't need to be like a huge butt, but it has like a nice little peach booty, because people remember Nani with the fat behind. And a lot of young girls really like the guy, and it's like they always thought he was like handsome. And not saying this guy who is doing the live action version of that of him is ugly or anything like that, but from what I'm hearing from a few girls, it was like, man, he's not handsome enough. So I don't know. Not saying like they won't be good actors, but yeah, do kind of want Nani with the booty. I love the atmosphere of Hawaii. Is very good. Even got the ice cream guy. Apparently, the guy Zach Galifianakis, who's supposed to be playing Jumbo, but Zach Galifianakis is not fat anymore, so they should have gotten like a guy with a gut to play as like a human Jumbo. But Pleakley, looks pretty good. I'm curious if they actually gonna do some kind of reference to that, because I did my movie review of the animated Lilo and Stitch last year, which is up on my YouTube channel, so you guys can check out my thoughts on that. But there was a controversy way back in the day. Most people might not know this, but in the earliest trailers of the animated film, there was a scene where Lilo is crawling out of a wash machine, and they were so scared that young kids would imitate that and might be dangerous, so they swapped out the door to the wash machine with like a pizza box. I'm curious if they'll try to do like another reference to that, because it's kind of infamous, in that movie, along with taking out the city climax where Stitch or forgot the main antagonist, the space cop, I forgot his name, who was chasing after Stitch and flying through the city. It was kind of reminiscent to the whole 9/11 situation, because the movie came out a year after 9/11, similar to with the first Spider-Man movie. There's some stuff with the Twin Towers that was taken out because it might seem insensitive at that time. Emotion was pretty raw, so I'm kind of curious if they will make at least references to those things. But then you got like Courtney B. Vance as Agent Bubbles, and everybody's talking about, and I'm kind of in agreement, it's like Ving Rhames is like, he did the voice of Agent Bubbles, and it's like he was designed to kind of look like Ving Rhames, and it's like, what is Ving Rhames doing right now? I'm pretty sure maybe he's been like shooting some Mission Impossible stuff, but he couldn't, either that's already done or whatever. He couldn't be bothered to come in for a live action Lilo and Stitch. But they got Courtney B. Vance, who at the very least could have worn some dark shade glasses instead of his normal ones. It's just kind of, and no shade on Cornby Vance, but he's half the size of what Agent Bubbles would look like. Or it's just like, I don't know, he doesn't look like Agent Bubbles. He looks like, Agent Bubbles' little brother. But besides the criticisms that I'm bringing up, and it's like, it looks good, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be highly successful. My problem is that this kind of encourages Hollywood to keep pumping out live action remakes despite it might being good or it being normally terrible, and just perpetuating that stuff. And they creatively bankrupt. That's the thing. And they pretty much riding the coattails of past successes. And they so rarely come up with something new and creative without any type of progressive agenda woke crap to preach to the masses, the preachy crap. This doesn't seem like it has any of that stuff, which is like a relief. I definitely give it points for that. But it's just like, you don't want to keep this train going because you want them to actually come up with something original without preachy agenda crap. But I am kind of want to go see this one. Like, I did go see Cruella. I think I actually did like Cruella personally. And Maleficent was pretty decent. And I didn't watch it, but the live action Cinderella remake I've heard was actually decent. So there's very few successes with these live action remakes. But I think like the biggest successes, in my opinion, will be the ones that, actually have some kind of original take, or they tell like a whole new story from a different perspective, or like fill in gaps that couldn't have been addressed before, but now they have the budget or at least the room to fill in certain gaps that wasn't addressed in the original version. So I don't know. Now that we're kind of like 20 years away from it, maybe they can put in like the plane flying through the city without people freaking the heck out. It's like, oh my God, they're being insensitive to 9/11 victims. We're so removed from that now, it wouldn't be, seem disrespectful. But I don't know about the whole washer machine situation. I think that they'll probably just do the revision version where it's like her popping out with the pizza box thing. Think they'll stick with that. But let me know in the comments below what you guys think of the Lilo and Stitch live action version. Are you actually going to see it? Because especially people with kids, they definitely going to take them to see this for Memorial Day weekend. Oh, when you're releasing like a movie around like a particular holiday, and I don't think there's any other competition around that time. Oh, in the first couple of weeks, it's making bank, especially globally. It's definitely making bank. But anyway, I will see you guys in a little bit as I will cover two movies, the last two My Hero Academia films. So stay tuned for that, and I will see you all soon. Peace.